Florida for this class. There is going to be a class given by Lynn Payette at our store. It is Sunday, Monday. It is a 2 full-day class, okay, May 16th and May 17th. And for those of you, I hear the shouts out there, yes, we include lunch. I promise you'll have a nice lunch. But Lynn Payette is coming, and the class she'll be teaching is Beautiful Birches. Now, I know that that will be up on our website probably by the end of the day for you to take a look at. Lynn does the most amazing things with fabric you have ever seen in your whole life. You would not believe that this is embroidery. It jumps straight out of the canvas. It is done on Congress cloth, but I promise you, it's not counting, so you don't have to see the holes. Okay, the work is done on top of the Congress cloth. So all of the details for that are coming, including price and all of that. If you are traveling and you want to come up for the class and you are looking for places to stay and all that, give us a call at the shop and, we will make sure that we find you, a really nice place to sleep. And I would sign up now. If you are interested in this class, if you are local and interested, for sure, sign up now before somebody from out of town gets your spot. And for those of you who are willing to travel for Lynn, because I know there are lots of people who follow national teachers out there, Lynn is, we all know is a wonderful class. Michelle did a class with her a number of years ago that is a poppy. That's sitting in our shop. So anybody who wants to take a look at that, you'll sort of get an idea about the kind of work that she does. But sign-ups are starting now for this class. And like I said, there are 2 ladies in Florida that have already reserved their spots and are planning to fly up. So check out the website and fly up now. Okay. Let's see. Today we had a guest scheduled. But I think between the storm and a little miscommunication, it looks like we will probably not have our guest today. We were scheduled to speak with Sandra Gilmore today. Sandra, if you, does really, she's truly an artist. If you've ever done any of her pieces, you know that her faces are lifelike. It's like looking at an oil painting. In fact, for any of you that got our newsletter this week, I put up one of her Judaica pieces that I know we have in the shop. So if anybody's interested, it is in stock, and we can get that out to you. But it looks like, we didn't have phones until very, very, very late last night. So I don't think we will be speaking with Sandra today. But we will have her come on another time. I did tell her, though, that if she was able to call into the show, we will still talk to her, but it looks like more than likely we will have to speak with Sandra another day. But, for all of you who have been with me from the beginning or who have caught up with me from the beginning, today is actually show 34. And it is the very first show that I've ever done without a guest. So bear with me, because we're going to kind of play the rest of this time by ear. But I was thinking, first of all, I want to open up the chat room. So if any of you are, sitting at your computers and you happen to be at work and you're listening to me on a headset because you don't want your boss to know that you're listening to a needlepoint show right now as opposed to being at work. Join the chat room. It is open. I am in there, and I'll monitor that. And if you have any questions, you want to add something to the conversation, just throw it in there. The other thing is I'm going to open up the phone lines to everybody. So anyone who happens to be listening who wants to add to the conversation or who has a question or maybe who just wants to say hi, you can give us a call at area code 347 637-3150. Okay, now this is the way the phone lines work. When you call in, you will hear the show through your phone. You will not be live. You will not be on until you hear me say, hello, caller, from your area code. You are on the line. Just remember, my friend at Getting Loopy, she always says her show is PG rated, but I'm pretty sure our show has to be G rated because we got a lot of kids listening, especially today. So I know you people out there, you're a wild bunch, the Stitchers. So, we'll just kind of keep it G-rated today. Pretend, your kids or your grandkids are sitting next to you. But we would love to speak to anybody that, happens to be, out and about today. But one of the things that I thought we would talk about a little today, before we, talk about last week's contest, is the emails. Now, you guys are great. I get emails from all over the country, and, they're great. We have a really good time reading half of them. I say send me pictures. I get pictures. I get to see what other people are working on. But every now and then I get questions. And I've been keeping a running list of these questions because, I haven't quite figured out how I wanted to handle them. Did I want to address these questions? They're general questions. Did I want to address them in the newsletter? And then I said, well, nobody, I don't know if I want to, we have very limited space each week. So I said, well, maybe that's not it. And then we thought about maybe we would, sort of like publish, one big newsletter just devoted to questions. And we said, well, I don't know if everybody would be interested. So in the end, I have this list of questions and no guest today. So guess what? I thought that maybe we would sort of conquer a couple of the questions. Maybe we can get to a couple. If you have any out there that, questions you always wanted to ask, whether it be about a thread or a canvas or needlepoint in general, or about the show, like I said, give us a call at 347-637-3150. Or join us in the chat room, and, we'll see if we can, make some sense of those things you've been thinking about. But one of the things that people have been asking me about, and particularly lately with the Planet Earth contest, people have been asking about overdyed threads. And I've gotten, people are calling, are they shadow dyed? Are they overdyed? What is overdyed? How do I use an overdyed thread? Do you have overdyes in your shop? So, there have been all sorts of questions about it. So I figure let's get to that first because that seems to be the most popular topic out there. Yes, we have overdyes. We have lots and lots and lots and lots of overdyes. I use the word overdye sort of as a general term. A couple of months ago, I sent out, ThreadWorks has a really great glossary on their website. They're www.threadworks.com. And they sort of break down the difference between what is space dyed, what is shadow dyed. They show, they actually tell you what in the dyeing process, what is the exact definition. Whereas I use the word overdyed to kind of, cover the whole spectrum. When I say overdyed, I mean a thread, when you look at it, it changes color, okay? Whether it be a very sharp change or whether it be something that's very subtle. So, for instance, Karen Collection puts out, let's start with watercolors, okay? Watercolors is a very large line. I don't know, a couple of hundred, 150, somebody will correct me out there, in the line. And they sort of run the gamut, okay? It is a 3-ply cotton that is twisted. You can use it whole or you can split it. You can use it 1 ply at a time. Some of those threads, some of those overdyes are very subtle. I'll give you an example. The first color in the line, which is 000, which is natural. I know you look at it and you say, I don't see any change in color at all.